Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 30 base.
Watch the pass.
They go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Lead driven.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Blue 58.
Big stop, let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Dobbins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fielded at the 20. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second and 4. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Let's go. 30 base. Bam, bam. 52.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Go. 60 on.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Back, back, back.
2nd and 3. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Bawden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Shift.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ricky. Look at me, zipper.
From the gun, Herbert. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here I come. General West.
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Who draw Porker? Now. Hey, Orbit.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me.
Hey, box drop.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety.
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's.
Look at me. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert.
Walk, get walk.
And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by Ridley. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Second and long. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Mike's 50.
Bravo.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full step.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And some space here. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Go.
Say, go.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
6-6, high 7, 2.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be off